How have you got on with it?
I found it really useful actually because I think we've quite a few of us have got to that age now where we kind of need a bit more guidance in what we wear and in makeup, etc. So actually I found it really interesting for reference actually and obviously it's changed the way I think was buying clothes because they fitted me rather than the color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's really useful to actually as a guide.
Have you thought perhaps as an approximate, just to give me some, an idea, how much of the information in there was new to you?
I'd probably say about 70% actually,
Quite a
quite
lot.
a bit.
And then the 30% is a refresher.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you
I mean, there's bits that I've heard before and what would work, but I've never actually necessarily put it into practice or realised what a difference it could make.
How did you actually use the cards then?
I've read through them all, and I've loved your guide. It gives you the reference to go back to when it comes to makeup, and how to mix the colours and your wardrobe. So it's actually really useful just to be able to refer back. I read through them all to begin with, but I've gone back with certain items just to cross check.
So it's an addition, or meant to be an additional tool to your wallet that you had before. And, like you say, to explain a bit more about it. Perhaps if you had your colour analysis a while ago, which I believe was the case for you, you'd perhaps, like you say, not necessarily thought about it when you were purchasing things.
Yeah.
So as a consequence of the cards, is there anything that you are going to be doing different?
I might be a bit braver with my colours. I might get out of the whole pink thing and try the green and try the yellows. I've never been brave enough to do so. So I think I might be more adventurous because I normally when I go into a shop, I go for the colours that I think suit me that I've always worn. Mm-hmm. And I might just be that a little bit more risque and try a different colour and try to go for another spring colour.
Excellent.
It might work.
Good. Yeah. Well, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, you don't have to buy it.
Exactly that. Just gives me more of a shop to go through because I just literally go for the same colors every time, so it'd be good just to widen my horizons and have different offerings. Yeah.
And purple,
yeah, we'll give it a go.
The sky's the limit.
Exactly.
You haven't had the cards all that long. One of the cards is about how you receive a compliment and what you do with it. Has there been any compliments?
Certain items that I've worn in the past I've had compliments for, and now having had your analysis and guidance, I realise now why. It wasn't just that my hair was nice or my makeup was right or I wasn't looking knackered. It was because actually the colour on me was right.
Because it's still applicable whether you're doing Zoom calls or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really guilty in Zoom calls of just making the least effort when I should actually make more effort.
Yeah, because it is first impressions.
Exactly.
I know you particularly don't seem to have a problem getting clients. It would certainly help them over the line.
Yeah.
Is there anything you didn't understand in the cards that needed explaining?
I don't think so. I mean, there's certain things I wouldn't necessarily go with, like the whole tattoos and your teeth and what have you, because I am what I am, and there's not huge amounts I would change on that, I don't think. But I loved all the makeup business because I have been going wrong with that, and the layering. I love those ideas, and how to mix the colours together. Yeah, and the scale as well. I've never really thought about that before. The scale of your jewellery and that sort of thing, and your accessories. I've never thought about that before. So yeah, actually it's quite eye-opening really, of all the differences you can make to change your image, which I've never really put any thought into, which I ought to, but now I will.
You can't do it all overnight.
No, exactly. And that's what I like about these cards, is they're not big and bulky, so you can have them by your wardrobe, by your dressing table, to refer back to if you're not too sure that day what jewelry to wear or what clothes to wear or what will go with what. It's just nice as a reminder. Like I say, they're lovely cards, it's a lovely box, so it's actually really easy to have them on hand. It's not like it's scrap bits of paper. It's they're really nicely made and nicely laid out, and they're a perfect accompaniment to my dressing table actually.
So is there anything missing that you would have liked to have seen in there?
It's probably made me think more about makeup and how I should use it better, because I've never really had any guidance on that, and it'd be lovely to know actually what colours and how to use the colours, the palette on your face to accentuate your features.
That's something you could come back to your image consultant for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I'm very, very vague with my makeup, and I'm sure I could do more. But that's probably something different to your colour styles, because I know what I should be doing. It's just how to do it.
Well, no, it's all part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, if you want to go to John Lewis, of course you go to John Lewis. Is there anything else that you would like to say about them?
No, I just think they're a really good guide. I think it's just something to keep you on track. It's just a reminder, when you've just got a special event to go to or something, or even if you're going shopping, just a guide before you actually hit the shops to think, what am I looking for and what do I need to be looking for? rather than going for the cheapest option or the one that stands out to you the most, whether it's actually the right option for you.
I mean, the point about having some input from someone like me is actually to save you money, spend more wisely. You know, when you actually have a look at what a capsule wardrobe is and how you can mix and match everything, find that actually you don't need to splash out. It's about getting the basics in place first.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not one for splashing out on clothes. Far from it. I am probably guilty of going for the cheapest or what's in the sale and that looks right and fits right. Whereas I probably should be looking at not just that, but actually what colours are right and what actually works for my, you know, for me personally. I like good quality items, and I think like certain like Hobbs and Phase 8 really fit me well. But if you could do it in a wardrobe that actually could be for 100 different reasons, it could be for a Zoom call, it'd be going out in the evening, it could be for a business lunch, you know, having a wardrobe that actually ticks all the boxes would be really useful.
That's where I aim to get my clients. Obviously,
Yeah.
they can just stand in front of the wardrobe and pick anything,
Yeah.
dash out the door, and, or in your case, dash on Zoom. Dress without stress. That's my strapline. Anyway, so thank you, Cara.
Thank you very much.